Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a stock that hopefully a lot of y'all did bought. And I'm also going to be sharing why you should definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of you who dropped your stocks of interest in yesterday's video. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me change the scene right off the bat. Again, I'm still not bearish on the market. I'm still not bearish on the market. After this little drop that we experienced here, lots of dip buyers came in and they're holding the market steady. So it will be very interesting to see exactly how this one opens up on Monday. And we will cover that one on Sunday night after the futures market opens, okay? But for the stock that hopefully a lot of y'all did bought, hopefully, right, is Baba. Now, if you have been subscribing to the channel, you've been watching my previous videos. In these last two videos, I gave a warning about Baba in this video. And then over here, I gave you confirmation that, hey, Baba is an amazing short to the downside. All right. And so far, it looked extremely good. It was very, very weak over here. And then as soon as it got out the gate, it just crumbled for a beautiful short. So congratulations to all of the short sellers who are able to make money on this thing. But as of right now, my mind is changed. This one is a beautiful dip buying opportunity. And hopefully a lot of you were brave enough to catch this falling knife. This one was very bright red, and it is a very scary experience, especially for some of you beginners out there who are not used to buying red when there is massive panic. But hopefully, you were able to see this thing. If you look on a daily chart, if you really look at it, the stock is down by what, 34, maybe 35%? Yeah, the stock has been demolished by 34% and is previously at a strong level of support right over here, okay? Right over here, and a lot of buyers. If you look at it on the 5, let me just zoom out so y'all can really see what I mean. I think this is good enough. Yeah, let me zoom out. Like, you see that half, the left half right here, just all red, and then the other half all green, which is excellent. All right, so definitely a lot of big money stepped in here, collected the stock at the lows. And honestly, I don't think this is done yet. Worst case scenario that you should anticipate, especially for Monday, is for this stock to open up higher, right? Drop a bit before like stabilizing a little bit. Or it just opens up at the same price, runs all the way up to 235, and then go sideways or come back down even, right? That's like the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, it just runs. It just runs all the way back up here, all the way to 240, and then just stays up here for a while. All right, that's the best case scenario. But this one is definitely a strong buy for me. All right, for a move up to like 230, maybe 235, very, very, very soon. Okay. Now, let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be covering, that one is QCOM. Yeah, somebody asked about QCOM right here, Calcom. Yeah, and that one, if you look on here at the daily, where I see the stock going, um, it had a strong earnings, right? And then now it's been trying to move upwards and then it got demolished again. Personally, I want the stock to just go over here and just stay over here for a very long time. Just stay over here, maybe even longer, all right? Before making the move back up here because nothing is too obvious right now. And I just feel like the more it goes sideways, like the more both body loses. Like nobody is winning from boring sideways trading. So as of right now, I really don't know. It could surprise us and gap lower before that and then drop, kind of like what Baba did all the way down here. Like it could happen. So definitely keep that in mind as you trade in this. Personally, I wouldn't put my money in it yet because I don't know exactly where it's gonna go. So the best thing I can tell you is to just be patient with the stock until the stock gives a very clear indication of where it actually wants to go. And also, earnings is coming up next year in February. I mean, it's far along that we don't have to worry about it now. So there may be a major move before it. So again, definitely keep that one on your watches for sure. It is a good stock. If you look at it on the weekly, it is a growth stock, right? It is a growth stock. Every time it dips, buyers buy it up again. It's been happening over and over and over again, over here and over here and over here again. And every time it dips, it just keeps getting bought up and up. So again, just be very patient with it. That's really all I have to say about that one. The next one that we're going to be looking at, that one is a cannabis company. That one is APHA. Somebody asked me to do a follow up on APHA, and APHA is following option number two. All right, I did explain this thing a while ago, what I was expecting about APHA, and I did want this thing to drop all the way down to $6.30. And so far, it's looking that way. It looks like it wants to keep dropping over here. So definitely watch this one for a short. Short sellers who got in over here at around 850 will be very tempted and there will be a high probability that they will want to take their money off the table somewhere around here before we see a major bounce into the next year. But as of right now, it's doing exactly what has been drawn on here. I left my drawings on there, and I don't have my opinions about the stock has not changed ever since. Okay, so keep that one on your watch list for a potential short, but there isn't too much money to mid on the way down. So honestly, just catch it on the dip if you can, and then yeah, and then just watch. That is my very honest opinion about it. Okay, and then just manage your risk from there. The next one that we're going to be looking at, we're gonna go all the way from cannabis, and then we're gonna skip all the way to EV, XPEV. All right, now XPEV is not looking too great, and this one is a Chinese EV company. And when I look at this thing on the 4 hour, it's not looking too great. It's fading. The stock is slowly. It tried to make a push up here, right? Like the best it could do was just go sideways, but instead of doing that, it just decided to crumble over here, and this is looking very weak in my opinion. And I wouldn't be surprised if the stock tumbled all the way down to like $35 next week. Personally, this is a slow fade and it looks like it might be ready for a waterfall drop. Okay, that's my very honest opinion. Right when I just look at the stock, it's not looking too great. It's really not. Stocks that are fading like that, again, that's like the same thing that happened at Baba. Let's look at Baba again. All right, again, this slow fade right here, slow fade, waterfall. Okay, not good. So let's just go back again on XPEV. Yeah, I don't have too much confidence in a stock yet. I don't know if Neo is gonna follow that same move again since they both gonna move together. If they do follow that move up again, I wouldn't be surprised. But this is looking very faint and very weak. And all I can say is for anybody who is holding the stock, just be careful out there. All right, be very careful because this drop may happen, and you need to consider that as well because this is looking very tempting, especially for short sellers who got in at the top right over here, right? Who have been banking on this thing the entire way down to $40 and then covered. And then now they're seeing this thing being all weak again. And look at the bottom, the volume is just slowly fading. This is looking very tempting to short sellers to bring it down even lower. Okay, so just keep that in mind and be very careful with this one. The next one that I'm going to be talking about, somebody asked me to do a recap on a review on this one, and that one is QS. And QS had a monster move. I'm not gonna lie, QuantumScape. Yeah, that's the name of the stock. That one had a monster move, and right now, I'm bearish on it. I'm bearish on it, even though today wasn't too bad of a day. It went sideways. Well, it dropped first, and then it went sideways, and it kind of looks like it wants to rise up. It's very tempting. Like if you're long and you're looking at this, like you really want to go in long here. But it's a very dangerous game that you're playing. A very dangerous game. If you look at it right there, we are right at the top. Okay, right at the top. It's looking pretty good for short sellers to go in and to bring the stock down to like 100, maybe even 90. So be careful with this one. Be very careful with it. I wouldn't be surprised if you just followed something like what's the other stock? I think Fubo. Yeah, yeah. This one tanked so much. Yeah, again, just be careful out there, especially for the beginners. Don't be quick to chase these things. It looks kind of tired to me. Okay, this is just my very honest opinion. It looks very exhausted, and it might come down very, very soon. Okay, so just don't get caught on the wrong side of the trade, and be very, very careful as you trade in these stocks. All right, that is the end of the video. If you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. If you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you get notified whenever I release these post-market analysis videos, which are released in the afternoon every single day, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, when there isn't a holiday in between, because tomorrow is Christmas and we have that off. And Merry Christmas to all of you, all right? Merry Christmas to all of you. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Lunguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. Now, if you are new to the market, if you would like to get started trading, if you want to use that time off to get set up and to practice in your own time and to get into the rhythm and to get ready for next week, I'll left some step-by-step direction in the description of the video below, step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to get signed up with everything you need to get started trading on Monday when the market reopens. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. All right, in the next video.